Kelly, give it up to UCLA, the other school. Let me get it. Nah, y'all don't work with me. Y'all ain't get my mic.
Good afternoon. Thank you. My name is Kelly Lytle Hernandez, and I'm a professor of history and African American studies at UCLA and the director of the Ralph Bunche Center for African American Studies. I want to lift up as a historian the fact that many of us here are stolen people on stolen land.
Yep.
And to recognize the Tonga Gabrielino peoples who cared for this region for so long and who were the first to be criminalized, to be locked up, and to be pushed out of this city called Los Angeles.
Right.
I'm really here to lift up the project that we do at UCLA called $1 Million Hoods, which is a community-driven research project. Just yesterday, we dropped a new report that documented the scale of bail here in Los Angeles. Do you guys guess, or can you guess, how much bail has been levied here in Los Angeles in the last 5 years? 5 years? $19 billion. A lot of that money came out of Skid Row. African Americans have paid more than $40 million in non-refundable bail bond deposits. Latinos have paid more than $92 million just in the last 5 years.
Wow.
That, Pete, is asset stripping. So what we're doing is we're using LAPD data to document what is happening to our communities. I now want to turn over the mic to Danielle Dupuy, the new assistant director of the Bunche Center at UCLA, who's going to talk about her new report on policing the houseless here in Skid Row in particular.
Y'all can give it up for Danielle. What y'all doing?
I wish I had good news to share, but unfortunately I do not. That is not the case, and as I'm sure many of you are aware. So today we dropped our second report on policing the houseless. Our first report was released a couple of months ago, and what that report showed is that although total arrests are going down in the city of LA, houseless arrests are going up. So by the end of the year, last year, houseless people were actually arrested at a rate that is 17, 18 times the rate of everyone else in the city. And let me be clear that these reports are specifically reporting on LAPD arrests. And so after that report was released, we were asked what are the charges and what is really going on here. So we took some time and took a step back. And what we did was we looked at those charges. We analyzed the charges against the houseless folks. And we found two things in the report that we just released today. Number one is that the trend continues as it was before. Houseless folks continue to be policed at an astronomically high rate. About 20% of the arrests in the first half of this year were against houseless folks, and that the charges against them are largely nonviolent. So failure to appear is at the top of that list. And other charges include petty theft, possession of a controlled substance, and so on and so forth. So what this tells us is that indeed there is a criminalization of the circumstances of homelessness and poverty, and that we really need to do something to address that. And Kelly is passing out the reports now, so you can all take a look. I encourage you all to check out our website as well, milliondollarhoods.org, and you can see all the other things that we have going on out there. Okay, time's up.